Okay, so the question's been asked. How did the hand pollinating go? Well, these 10 I picked up off the ground this morning. These about 20 here all fell yesterday. They're really starting to fall out of the tree now. I only pollinated for about 3 weeks, so I'm guessing that they could all be on the ground in 3 weeks, and it's about 2 weeks and 2 days since the first one dropped. The first one dropped on day 119 after I first pollinated, and we're now up to about day 135 since I first pollinated. The count so far is about 66 durians, which is by way more than I've ever had. Last year I had about 74 all up. That was the best year. This year I've had about 66 so far. There's another 4 or 5 on the ground I can see from here. This is the tree. It's not a very big tree. It's a pretty good count of durians for a tree this size. You can see here, that's where the top got blown off the tree back in 2006 from Cyclone Larry, and up a little bit higher near that durian up there. The top got blown off again in 2011 by Cyclone Yazi. But you can see there's still plenty of fruit left on the tree. But I guess the real question is, last year when I didn't hand pollinate, I didn't get any on the low branches. Well, here's the low branches, and there's still plenty of fruit left on these low branches. I've had to prop up the branches. Some of them were that heavily laden. One of them did break off on me before I got the props underneath it. You can see the props here. Some of them have, they're not propping up the branches anymore because the weight's come off the branches. The branches have lifted up off the props. There's other lower branches here that are propped up. There's a little channy that I planted out a couple of years ago, and yeah, but to answer the question, how did the hand pollinating go and how did the fruit mature, I would have to say that it went very well indeed. I'll just pick up these other ones that have fallen and weigh them and count them, but yeah, very well indeed is how the hand pollinating went. And the fruit, I've been eating as many as I can, and the fruit is quite excellent. This is a Limberlost variety tree. It doesn't relate to any trees in Thailand or Malaysia. I think it was grown from seed, and a nursery here in Cairns, the Limberlost nursery, put their own name on it, and it's since become known as the Limberlost variety. People have told me that they taste a lot like a monthong, but I wouldn't know. I've never actually tried a monthong. I had to build this little shelter here because I had curlews nesting underneath it while the fruit was dropping. You can see they've left an egg there. That one didn't hatch, but they did hatch a chick out, and I was a bit worried about durians, especially these ones above it here, dropping on top of the mother or the father, whoever was sitting on the eggs. But yeah, hand pollinating went very well indeed. I estimate there's about all up about 130 fruit, which is not quite twice as many as last year. So, but yeah, as you can see, the low branches where I got none last year, There's plenty there.